Assalamualaikum, my name is Ahmad Haris Bamdal and I'm from College Yayasan Pelajaran Johor and one of the students in Halal Food Service. In this video, I want to talk about a culture in Malaysia which is called Kadazan. Kadazan are an ethnic group indigenous to the state of Sabah family. This ethnic can be found at Penampang on the west coast of Sabah, the surrounding locals and various locations in the interior. There is 4 points that we're gonna talk in this video, which is birth, marriage, funeral and their traditional food. The first point is birth. When a woman gives birth to a child in a house, a leaf known as wongkong is immediately tied over the door. This serves to give notice that a birth has taken place and that only those who live nearby may call. During her period of pregnancy until several days after delivery, the mother is completely in the hands of the midwife. The midwife is usually an elderly woman who is held in high esteem amongst the villagers. Apart from looking after the delivery of the child, the midwife is also responsible for all the medicines, which consist of the roots of trees, herbs and so on. The midwife advised the mother on the relevant taboos and message her both before and after childbirth. When the newborn child is about a month old, the shaving ceremony takes place. Goats, pigs and chicken are always slaughtered for this occasion. There are also jars of rice wine and dozens of bamboo stems of coconut blossom juice for those with means and whatever they can afford for the less well-off. The second point is marriage. There is 3 stages to a marriage. First stage is known as monohuku, which meant when the boy is 12 years old and girl is 11 years old. Second stage is momu aboy, which means engagement when the proposal is accepted. Third stage is method, when the parents think that the time has come for their children to be married. Normally when the boy is 17 years old and the girl is 16 years old. The third point is funeral. A death in family or village is announced to relatives and neighbors by monotonous fast beat of the gong or by firing a carbide or Kadazan bamboo cannon at frequent intervals. When a death occurs in a village, everyone is informed. A taboo which must be observed is that no one must do any kind of work on the day. It is believed that any work done on such an occasion can only bring misfortune engendered by the fate of disease. However, this taboo does not apply should the deceased die far from his own village. First of all, the body is washed and then dressed in fine clothes and sprinkled with rose water. Sometimes, if the deceased was a cigarette or cigarette smoker, a cigarette or cigarette is placed in his mouth. The body is kept in the house from 3 to 7 days before it is buried. While the body in the house, all the occupants must keep awake. Whoever falls off to sleep will be doused with water and cannot take offense. The purpose of keeping awake is to watch out for the devil or genie which in the guise of a large bird will try to fly away with the body. Should the bird come, the day will become overcast and gloomy and there will be thunder and lightning, which will give the creature its chance to dash into the house and look for the body. This body is known as pendaatan bird. In order to avoid the bird onslaught, cloth is hung around the body. The bird is frightened off by the cloth which is mistaken for human beings. Usually, buffalo is killed and portion of the meat are distributed to visiting mourners or it is cooked to be served with rice to those present at funeral. Last is traditional food. The first is hinaba. Inaba is a traditional native dish of the Kadazan Dusun people in the state of Sabah. It is made from fish and mixed with lime juice, bird eyes chili, sliced shallot and grated ginger, while the Kadazan is famous with hinaba toji. The second is pinasakan. Pinasakan is made from basung fish with tangy wild fruit called takop akop, salt and fresh turmeric. It can be eaten by rice or ambiyat. Thank you.